Mariah Carey is fighting for primary custody of her twins with Nick Cannon. The former couple currently shared joint custody of their twins, but there are reports that Cannon rarely sees his twins because of his busy schedule and all them other kids he got. Are y'all surprised by the news? Al, what you think about this?
Listen, no, we're not surprised about the news, but I am very surprised that Mariah Carey made it this public. That was very interesting because we don't usually see Mariah Carey get this messy like this. My feeling, though, is that there's a part of her that's disappointed and ashamed, not only for her situation, but also for her kids. Because, look, her dad is now the father of 10 other kids with 5 women. And I kind of feel like that doesn't feel right, settled right for someone who's of an iconic status like hers. Also, she gave us the warning. She gave us the warning 3 weeks ago. She said, hey, she put it out in the media. She floated that balloon out in the media. She said, hey, he doesn't have enough time for my kids. And how brilliant was it for her counsel, who's her lawyers and her team, to go in and get custody of those kids?
All right, Q, what do you think?
So, I'm not a parent. I don't have children. And I made a Instagram post the other day that said, if he's not spending any time with the kids, then it sounds to me like you already have primary custody. And I asked my fans, would y'all go back to court or not? And as I read through the comments, a lot of the people educated me about the whole custody situation and saying that, she's got to, I guess, ideally get full custody. That way, Nick doesn't necessarily have to be part of decision making when it comes to medical education, where they live, so on and so forth. Granted, I don't know the inner workings of these people's relationships, but it gives me very much, if Mariah wants to move, Nick ain't gonna veto it. It gives me very much, if Mariah wants to send the kids to this pediatrician, that Nick ain't gonna bother her. It gives me, if Mariah wants to send the kids to this school, Nick probably is too busy to even care. So for me, I was just like, yeah, is it even really necessary for them to go to court? You know what I'm saying? When she's probably doing all the primary parenting. But as I saw from the parents and the thing, they were saying absolutely get it on paper. So, I guess Mariah's doing what she's got to do. I just hope that in her disappointment for Nick, that she doesn't use her status, if she does get full custody, as leverage to keep the kids from him or anything of that nature.
Mm-hmm. I think that this is probably an attempt to gain a little control of the situation, because after he left, he was no longer with her. He just went buck wild in the last few years with all these kids, and she's probably a bit embarrassed. This is my opinion. Probably a bit embarrassed and wants to put a little space like between our kids and the rest of them. I would be embarrassed if I had 2 kids with someone and then he went and had like 10 more, 8 more. I'd be like, damn, and the kids, they are definitely seeing a decline in the time. You went from having all the time to 1/11th of the time. And again, I have friends that are in horrible, difficult custody battles with their kid's father, or just, like you said, when it comes to the decisions about the schools and going out of town, you have to clear it with someone that doesn't probably have time to get back to you because he's got so many, his hand in, the mix with a lot of other kids.
I want to ask our soulmates a question. If y'all were Mariah and the first 2 kids were yours, would you want your kids to be in the mix with their siblings? I'm going to be very honest and just speak from the heart. I wouldn't want my kids around there with them other kids. I just would. I would.
They're his brothers and sisters.
I would look at those kids as circus kids. And wow. I just don't want my children part of that circus. Like, because it just, and I'm being honest. It sounds ugly, but I'm being very honest. I would not want my kids. And then 2, psychologically, I'm just curious to know from a child psychologist what it does to Mariah's 2 kids that they've got the word brother and sister floating around with all these other kids spread around. Like, what does that do to them?
That's a good question, Q.
When I was growing up, I thought I was the oldest of my brother and I. My mom and dad were married. That's all I knew. And then the older I got, we found out we had a half brother in Italy. Then my father got remarried and had a younger sister, so I have a half sister. And then he was seemed to be a great dad to her. And I was like, damn, I wanted some of that. Then I found out there's rumors, and this is a family secret, and hopefully the soulmates can help me. I heard her have another sister named Melissa in Rhode Island that was a pre-med student. Looks just like me. I've never met her. She doesn't even know she's my sister. So if anyone knows who Melissa Machado is in Rhode Island, I'm putting it out there right now. Can y'all help me find her? Yes,
Wow,
because
Claudia, that was vulnerable. That was some good tea.
I want to meet my sister, and I'm about to be 50. She's probably about to be 56, around that age, and we've never met. And I think
So
it's
she's a
trifling.
doctor now.
Well, I think it's
Maybe.
trifling that you have siblings that you might that are in the same state or same city and you don't know them. And I would like to meet her. And I think it does do something to you because you think it's just us. And then there's other ones. And it's like, damn, I really didn't get to know these people. And this is my family. I have a very small family. A very small family. To me, that's why Christmas, and like, really, honestly, you guys be really low key sad for me. Cause like, I don't have a big family. It's like not that many of us. And then know there's people out there that could probably add a little something to my life. It'd be nice to know them.
Now, you know what, Claudia, I'm just sitting here thinking, now ain't no telling what life Miss Melissa done built for herself, what she done told her friends and her social circle, and you done just blew up this lady life all on this damn TV. This lady might have went and told her parents that she was related to royalty and her father was this, that, and the third, and now you don't just blew up this lady whole damn life.
I got
a feeling that you're gonna know Melissa by the end of the week.
I heard she don't even know that that's her daddy. So that was big T.
Wow, that's some good tea, right? That's some good family.
And I want to know if it's true. I want to know if the rumors, the whispers of my family is true. You know what? He gonna be mad if he sees this, but I'm mad that I have a sister that I never met. So there's that. And yes, I do need therapy.